Hi, my name is Lauren Rush, and I'm going to be presenting my lesson plans. It's called Make Sense of Sense. We will start with the standards I'll be addressing. I chose to do 1 and 4.1 through 4.3, which is identifying pennies, nickels, and dimes and quarters by name and value. Write a number with the cent symbol and describe the value of a coin. Determine the value of a collection of pennies, nickels, or dimes up to $1, counting by fives or ones or tens. And then I also included 1.3R1, which is students will identify author's main purpose with guidance and support for our story, and also 1C, which is students use technology to seek feedback that informs and improves their practice and to demonstrate their learning in a variety of ways. Next is our learning objectives and goals. Students will be able to identify nickels, pennies, and dimes. Students will be able to recognize that specific coins have a unique value, size, and color. Students will be able to identify value of coins in a collection of up to $1. Students will be able to identify the value of combinations of nickels, pennies, and dimes, and students will be able to recognize that specific coins have unique values, size, and colors. I chose to do a pretest in the form of a paper, and I also am going to use Kahoot for my summative assessment. Usually it's backwards, but I was able to include my Bloom's questions in my Kahoot, which was, can you show which coin is 10 cents? How would you compare pennies to nickels? What method would you use to count the stacks of dimes? How would you compare pennies to nickels? How would you prove that 4 quarters are equal to 20 nickels? And how many ways could you show to make a dollar? The hook of my lesson begins with watching the video Coins by ABC Mouse. Teacher says in the lesson, did you notice that all coins have value? This is where I will get the students' attention. There's a YouTube video that I included that's in the hook that we will not be watching today. Exploration is next. The students will take a pre-assessment. It's a slip of paper, which I've included right here. It is has the coin value, and it is just giving us an idea of what kind of information. We're going to be using a KWL chart to write what we already know about the coins and their value, and discuss how we use coins in our everyday life. Next is what I would do as a teacher. I'm going to explain the value of coins and how much each one are worth. I'm going to show the images of coins with words and illustration to show the value of the coin, also pointing out the color and the size as well. I will explain that each coin has a specific amount of what they're worth and review a penny, nickel, and dime using visual and written explanation, as well as explaining the vocabulary of value and how much it is worth. We do as a class, we will read Once Upon a Dime. It's a math adventure. We'll also point out the main purpose of the story and the points that are value in our classroom. We're going to participate in coin centers. There are 5 of them. One is a penny count. Center 2 is a skip count by 5s to 100. Center 3 is a stacking dimes by 10s to make a dollar. Center 4 is a coin sort where you sort the coins into the correct cups. And Center 5 is a game on the iPad's ABC for counting money, and there's also different levels that are on this. This is a video that has to do with the ABC. The students at the end will complete their Kahoot for their post-test assessment, in which I will be taking the data from that and continuing on with RTI and so forth. And to end our lesson, I will have the students rejoin me at the carpet, and we'll go together as a group and finish up what I learned and make sure that we met all the objectives that we were supposed to meet and our goals. Thank you for listening to my presentation. This was Make Sense of Sense by Lauren Rush.